Hey, what's up ladies and gents? Welcome to a new video. Behind me is the new Renault 5. I've been waiting for this car to get it on test for a while. Now we have the top Iconic trim. This is the larger battery and 150 horsepower version. We're gonna do a dive into the new 5, so without further ado, let's just jump into the review. Here's the new beautiful Renault 5, first time as fully electric car. Now, this will not disappoint you if you were owner of the previous ICE car, because the 5 was a nice race car. This is probably one of the coolest, most sporty go-kart feeling small EV hatchbacks made in Europe. You should definitely go and take a test drive. Now, I will represent the vehicle here in this video. This is the top spec. Let's talk about technical details and price. The entry 5 starts at 29,000 euros in Croatia with the entry trim called Evolution. It's available in France with 95 horsepower. In Croatia, it's with 120 horsepower with a smaller battery of 40 kilowatt hour. This one is the 150 horsepower version with a larger 52 kilowatt hour net usable battery. By WLTP, it's plus 400 kilometers of range. In reality, it's something close to 300-ish, depending on your driving style. The car is equipped with heat pump. Entry battery supports up to 11 AC charging and 80 kilowatts max on DC. This one is 100 on DC. Now, it also supports vehicle to load up to 3.7 kilowatts and up to 11 kilowatts vehicle to home or vehicle to grid, meaning this could be your mobile power bank. If you have a home with a solar roof, then you can potentially store some energy in the vehicle and use it later. Now, there is Techno trim that most people will get, and there's the Iconic trim in front of us. Now, this one costs 36,000 euros in Croatia, but there is a 1,000 euro discount for the early birds here in Croatia, and in fall of 2025, there will be incentives of 9,000 euros for companies. So this car is a good deal when you deduct the 10,000 euros off the price. Now, I think I've said it all. Hope I didn't forget anything. Now, let's check out the car and the key fob here. So, familiar key fob, I think they should have redesigned it for this beauty. You have the lock, unlock, turn on the lights and unlock the cargo. So if I turn on the lights, you can see LED projectors. Now, these daytime running lights flicker a little bit on the camera. The top part turns into turn signal when I unlock the car. I'm gonna switch those off. And let's check out the car. We have this beautiful yellow metallic color. Now you can customize your car, different colors. You can have a black roof as an option with stickers, so you can really personalize it. Beautiful yellow metallic color really suits this car. I like the black details here. This little symbol here in the plexiglass that is same as the daytime running lights is only available in the two top trims. The base one doesn't have it. Now here you have a nice French flag, and I like this dark background, follows the contour here ending towards the diamond badge of the Renault. Since this is an EV, the top is closed and we have a little air intake here. Actually, wait, this is closed. This is just a cosmetic. Okay, so air intake at the bottom. There's the radar, no side tunneling, but there is a nice 5 symbol right there. You can see the parking sensors, 360. Piano black is only available for the Iconic trim. Otherwise, you get this unpainted black. Okay, let me back up to show you the front end. The car really looks as it's cheerful and happy with these headlights. I really like it. And one of the cool details of this little EV is the detail on the front bonnet or the hood. Now I'm going to lock the car once again. So if I approach the car, this piece also seems to be illuminated, maybe from the sides. I don't know how, but it really looks nice. There's also a little rooster inside, same as here. So this is the battery indicator, and it shows 5. So these go off when the battery goes down to 50 or less, so it's going to be like this. So that's a cool detail. What's also cool is you get this beautiful 18-inch alloys as standard. Now on the entry model, you get steel wheels. On this one, you get alloy wheels. So even if you get the steel wheels, you get the hubcaps. Now here we have the diamond cut silver on black. This is just a plastic cover for the lug nuts. Car came with a Continental Eco Contact 6 tires, and these are 195/55 R18. We have real discs on the front and the back of the vehicle. We have this sticker, you can customize those as well. Now, charge port is on the front left side of the vehicle. Again, AC 11 or 22, DC, depending on the battery size, 80 or 100 kilowatts max. This car will be charged from 25 to 80% in roughly 30 minutes. Here's the beautiful side profile, and there's a lot of turns around this car. People are turning, asking questions. It's really standing out with this color. Tinted windows in the back. Now we have a metallic black. I know you can't see it now, but on the sun, this is the metallic black color. Here, this red piece is matte finish. You can choose a different color. Now you can see the VIN number. We have a interesting dash, and you can see here we have the lane assist camera, rain sensor. There's the light sensor on the other side of the mirror. Also double laminated front windshield. Now we have Harman Kardon speakers in the A pillars, and this is great sound. Also with the double laminated front windshield, better acoustics, less wind noise. These are, I believe, standard glazing. You have the turn signal here, and you have the blind spot light on top, in the top trim. Handles are classical on the front. You can pop this one. There's a physical cylinder in case you need to access the 12-volt battery. And you have handles aerodynamic on the back. Look at the rear. Now, let's back up and check out the back end of this beauty. I like the simplicity of the signature on the back, and I love this taillights. They have this 3D design, and they look very sporty, and I like the Renault 5 in general. Now the spoiler is kind of subtle, same as on mini cars. We have that shark fin antenna, and I really like the Renault 5 simple design, no badge. Now we have the I believe reverse lights on the top. These should be fog lights. We also have those cat eyes, and you can see the parking sensors. Now there is a backing camera, and we're gonna open up the cargo. If I back up, you can see it opens nice and tall. I'm a 2-meter tall person, or 6.6 in feet. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Now that's the height. That's the opening button. Manual closing. We have this top shelf. You can take it off if you want to use this extra small space, but I don't think that's really usable. Accessible, nice and wide. Now we have 326 liters of cargo space, 1,000 if you knock down the seats, which split 60-40. Plastic step here. There is 5, 10, around 12 fingers of height to the loading area times 2. You get centimeters if you're interested. We have grocery hooks on both ends, warm light on the left. Now, if I take out my backpack, let me show you underneath. There is an amplifier with a subwoofer speaker. You have patching kit, and you have this Type 2 to Schuko. So that's for that vehicle to load. You can charge appliances with that, or maybe charge another EV if someone gets stranded on the road with no juice, which is really rare. Now, the color just pops on the sun here, and it is gorgeous looking. Now, this design is bringing a lot of nostalgia. Hopefully, it will help the sales. So, closing sound is standard Renault. It could be slightly better, but it's fine. You can push down here to disable unlock if you have kids. Now, on the back, they've saved money, and it's all hard plastic. Big handles. You have nice looking speaker here and one on the bottom for the Harman Kardon. Fully automatic windows, but no pockets on the rear door. This is the step. Now, one of the cons of the EVs is because of battery pack underneath here on the floor, this doesn't have depth, so you're not sitting in really quite comfortable position. It's like a squat. So yeah, this car is a bit interior wise smaller. If you want more interior space on the back seat here, you should go for the Renault 4 if you're looking for an EV. Also cool looking retro design. Textile seats, leatherette and more textile in color. These look really cool. You have those touch lights on the top, gray roof liner. And here's the ISOFIX, so if you have kids. Now you can pull this from the rear and push the seats, or from the side. Now the seat belt buckle is going to just go back. Here you can see the back room. So I will attempt to sit behind myself. So I lower the seat all the way down. It is a bit tight. This one is a bit taller, so it shouldn't be a problem. You can see big pockets, leatherette with textile. You can press down to adjust the height of these. Same here. View on the back is a bit narrow. These are nice and wide, comfy. There's no armrest on the back. You have the telephone for the ISOFIX for the front seat. There's no AC vents. I think they are available in the 4, but in case I would need to squeeze, it's really tight here. Headspace, well, you can see it's not really optimal for tall people. Maybe 170, you should be fine. Let's hear the closing sound. So it's okay, I'd say. This is the front end and it really looks nice. Now we shall get to the front, because that's where you're going to spend most of your time if you buy this EV. So front doors are slightly better, slightly heavier, but I think they could have invested a little bit more in that area. Maybe they could do that in the next generation. 52 kWh battery, as I've mentioned. Tire pressure is right there, so do pay attention to that. Front doors open a bit wider. Now, front doors, same hard plastic here and here, but these are slightly padded, so leatherette and textile, looking nice. We have a speaker down here and kind of useless small pocket here. You can fold these manually, although they do fold when you lock the car. All powered windows and fully automatic, all 4 of them, much appreciated. You can disable the rear. Now another step here, and rich looking carpets with number 5. You can see the paddles, you can see an extra speaker there. There are ambient lights, so they do illuminate these. On the side there, you can see there's another one, just went off. Now we have here my personal button and LED height adjustment. Here's the automatic long beam, and here we have the steering column adjusted in all directions. Seats are manual, push up to slide back and forward. The lumbar part is electronic, so very useful if you're a tall person. For comfort wise, up and down, and this push up to tilt the seats. The seats look very posh. Love the bolsters, love the knee area extension, bigger bolsters on the top, very comfortable seats. Now, view at the top. I know the sun is setting, so I'm just gonna jump in so we don't get sun glazed. Good closing sound, and let's switch to wide lens. Now, voila, you have the open R-Link animation, and usually happens on both screens, but this one switched on earlier now. There's the ChatGPT digital assistant that comes on. Now, I already did film a point of view driving with no comments a few months ago on a local premiere, so you can check that one out. I will do night point of view driving with full impressions, and I will do separated, of course, range test. That's around 300 kilometers driven on the highway. I've turned on the AC just to cool down the car. It's 34 degrees. Okay, let's focus on the rest of the interior, then we're going to cover the cockpit and the infotainment. We have a beautiful 3-spoke steering wheel with flat top and bottom. So a little bit of piano black doesn't hurt, but too much is too much. but I think it's fine in this case. We have nice and smooth leatherette, nicely profiled steering wheel, perforation in the middle at the bottom, and we have here nice physical buttons. So these are for set the speed, speed up and down, distance. Now here we have off, we have the active assist, adaptive cruise, or speed limiter. You can play with these on and off. Now Google Assistant is from the screen in here. We have the phone calls, you can have one favorite, and use these for the trip computer and this for different screens. Also, we have the driving modes. I'm in personal, which you can customize. There are ambient colors tied to the driving modes. So comfort is yellow. You can of course choose a different color in each. You have the sport and the personal. So it also changes the color of the menu. Now you can see the percentage and the range. The range at 95% was 400 kilometers exact. We'll do a range test, so I'm not going to comment anything right now. Press twice here, you are disengaging the pesky sound. So if this is off, no yellow sign, the My Personal is on. If you have this light on, then My Personal is all off. Excuse me. All safety features are on, but basically I've disabled only pesky sound for overspeed, so you can easily disable that each drive. You can see here the air vents. So this is closed and open. We have another one there. We have nice mirrors with a blind spot again. We have the Harman Kardon speakers looking very nice and great sound. I'm going to demonstrate in a moment. This is great. The little reflection, you're usually not paying attention to it. You're paying attention and you're focused to the thing you're watching on the screen, so not an issue. Design-wise, this looks nice. I like it personally. Some people are going to always find something they don't like. Power button is here. Before I come to the screen, it has a button on the top for minimal display. So this is basically like dark or standby, where you have a clock, and you have the volume buttons on the top. Underneath here, the screen, we have the air vents, and we have the AC controls. You have the hazards, lock unlock the car. Underneath we have the electronic parking brake, and we have the auto hold. This is just a little storage room. Underneath that we have the full outlet, 2 USB-Cs, these illuminate at night, and we have the wireless charger. There's a little light here indicating when it's charging your mobile phone. You can see here the new 5, and there is a 2 cups here with a rubber mat. You put your key fob if battery inside is low to start the car right there. Now we have a small armrest. It's on the soft side, very spacious armrest compartment. Now the seats, again, very nice. You have the ISOFIX for the lens flare, and this is the view at the back. Now this is an option for the French bread. Not sure how do you call it in your country. It's a long, slim, so you can put it in here. You can even put a water bottle here if you get that. A cool detail is here you have ambient lights in Renault 5. Now the Iconic trim has this in leatherette with this beautiful stitches. The Techno and the lower trim, I forgot the name now, have textile here. So also the lowest trim, I forgot the name now, has a different piece here, no armrest, and these buttons are around here. You can check the configurator for that. Glove compartment, slowly opening, is fairly spacious. You can see that. And on the top we have the baseless mirror, so it has auto dimming, and we have the passenger airbag information and the seatbelt. Looking cold, but warm lights compared to this one on the top that turns on, so it looks a little bit colder, but maybe, I don't know, it's just the same coldness or warmness, whatever. Documents holder, this one does not extend if you want to cover this piece, just an FYI. And you have here for the Bluetooth calls, you have the emergency button on the top. Now, headspace, plenty of headroom on the front. Now, back to the steering wheel, I just forgot a few details. For the music, for the driver, let me just see if the car is on. Actually, the car is on, or isn't? No, now it's on. So this one is for the sources. You have also the volume. You can press here to mute. And here we have the wiper controls. You can control the rear wiper. And on the top, we have the reverse neutral drive, or B for brake or more recuperation. This is not a park button, so there isn't a park button. You basically pull the handbrake or just hold the power button, car will engage it, so there's no P. And also here's the turn signals, and you have this one labeled on both sides for the automatic long beam. Now, to dive into the digital cockpit, I shall press OK here for the seatbelt info. Now you have multiple views. You press these and you can see here a charge or power meter with the speedo. Here you can see the navigation. Now we have Google Maps, and I believe Waze should work as well if you want that. Now here, if you use these, you have the music, or you can just switch that off. First thing is music if you're going down. Eco monitor, we have the distance for the odometer. You can just press OK to reset. We have the range projected. This is like in the city and the highway. And we have the power consumption. I haven't reset the power consumption. I'm going to do at night, the tour of this vehicle at night with the ambient lights and everything. On the outside, show you how it looks, separate video, and I'm going to do a power consumption test. But I've heard 10 kilowatts in open road from other journalists, which is really efficient. Yeah, and if you press here again, we can have the car with the lane assist, follow distance, and cruise distance. And if you press again, you can have in the center just the speedo, so you can play with that. Now, this screen works great. You have the pull-down menu here for the brightness and self-parking. You have a Google Maps. You have the charging stations are nearby. You do have a trip planner. It tells you what percentage you're going to arrive. Now here, if you press, you have the phone or audio. You can press here for the full screen. Now I won't go into details, but this is more or less the same if you saw this in other models or other brands. You can connect here to media. Now I've maybe pressed source, so radio. Okay, so radio stations, you have a list, you have favorites, and let me play some music. Nice and clear sound, you have nice depth. Here you can play with these sound settings, and then here you have FM or DAB. And you have presets, you have also balance, tone control, and then volume, speed, and so on. So you can play with all those audio settings. Bluetooth phone calls should be working great. You have apps now. You can download them from the app stores. You can download YouTube, I believe, or other streaming services. So you can watch some videos while charging. And here are the settings for the Android. So you can change languages and so on. If you go here, these are the same settings, so I'm not going to repeat that. We have the driving modes, so we have here comfort. Again, the colors just change, eco or sport or personal, so you can also trigger that here. In configuration, the other ones are default, but in this one you can change all. So in some, it's going to be just like these or these. So in the personal, you can configure so for the engine, steering, and dynamics, all of those. Beautiful avatars. Now electric menus here. Here you can see the energy flow when you're recuperating or using the juice. You can program a charging schedule. You can set minimum to 45 or 15% and maximum for daily or journey. So this is unfortunately this car doesn't have an LFP battery, but if it had it, that would be amazing. Here you have the pedestrian sound and plug-in charge option for some charging stations. Air quality, you can just engage here to purify if there's some bad odors. Hands-free parking has all these options. I usually don't use them, but they're here in the top trim, I believe. And My Drive tracks score of your eco driving and your safe driving. I've told you the settings. Driving assistance, here we have all on or personal, where you just disable these pesky ones. Now comfort, you have the follow distance and so on, parking sounds, that's that. And I'm just trying to see if I've missed anything. We're good. Vehicle, we have the access, welcome, and wiping. We have the cockpit here and tire pressure. So screen, it's from the pull down menu, you can control the same thing. Turn indicator volume. So favorite buttons, you can have the front heated seats. So we have here heated seats and a heated steering wheel on the front, of course. And vehicle world menu, what is that? Hands-free parking assist. So you can also edit widgets here, so you can have these. Now I'm just curious. Oh, okay. Well, you can do all of that. I don't think you can move these around. This is how this looks if you engage it. And here, no, this is operated by down here. So I think this infotainment is great, fairly good looking and fast in response. Hey Renault, what can you do for me?
Sorry, again?
How can you help me?
I am your co-pilot. You can give me a voice command immediately after calling me with "Hey Reno" followed by your command. Here are some things you can say.
Next. Hey Renault, lower all windows. Hey Renault, raise all windows. Reverse camera. You have the reverse camera. When you come to an object, it switches to a bird eye view to show you if you're getting really close to something or someone. And if you go drive, yeah, I forgot there's no front camera. Okay, I had the different car the other day, so that's that. And we're gonna wrap it up here. So this digital assistant is a bit annoying, it keeps coming back. And also here, if you press, you can have different profiles if it's a company car or a family car for your personal preferences. I'm trying to think if I've missed anything. Hopefully I didn't. I'm gonna pop the bonnet. Spoiler alert, if you're really that new and haven't seen any other videos yet, which I seriously doubt, there's no frunk space. You push the open here to the left, to the up and left. Wow, that's odd, but up and left. Big sign, don't pressure wash. Here's your electric motor. Again, this one is, I forgot the kilowatts now, but it's 150 horsepower in this one. Yellow thing is your washer fluid. It just matches the car in this case, but it's yellow in general in the new 5. And that's that. Let it drop, closes perfectly. So great little EV. It drives amazing. I would definitely recommend go test one and see if it fits you. If you want more interior room, you should go for the Renault 4, but I think the 5 looks the best. So if interior space is not super important to you on the back seat, this is a really great little EV. If you like the video, be a cool person, give it a like, share, comment. That's what the algorithm likes. Subscribe to the channel if you find this video informative, and if you like the content, then click the bell also to get notified when I upload more videos. I will do a separate video night tour of this car, so it's not too long video. I'm going to do also the night point of view driving review where I'm going to summon my impressions behind the wheel. And I will do a range test from Zagreb to Zadar in Croatia to see if this car can pull 300 kilometers in one charge. Until next one, see you, stay safe, bye.